Flea flicker on 3. Break.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
It's the First Lady of Sportz Mouth, Patrice BROWN. Let's give it up for Anthony Lee. Also, Byron Bethia. Timothy Williams. And finally, Thomas Boykins. They're wild, they're crazy, and if it's about sports, they're all game. You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
Oh man, where Tony at, man?
I have no idea, man.
Man, we supposed to start this joint, man, a long time ago. Man, let's do it.
I'm glad somebody got all day, because I
Man, this is crazy.
Oh,
I know who won the show, Lord.
Shirley, man.
Man, you was, man. Why? You'll be late for your funeral if you want to be late,
hope so.
man.
Well, look, are y'all ready? Lord have
Are y'all ready?
We ready, man.
All right, well, let's tell them then.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
All right, let's break into it, y'all. What we got going today?
What's going on?
It's been about a little while since we've done the show, so let's get back at
couple
it.
of minutes.
Just a little bit of time.
Well, I obviously me being early for tomorrow, I'm a little more prepared.
You're about 24 hours
That's
early.
actually what I was doing. I was actually out
You
preparing
preparing for
the
tomorrow?
show. Yeah.
You was preparing for tomorrow. Oh, I got you.
Excuse number 4 that work.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let's get right into it, man. Let's talk about these NBA playoffs. Okay.
Yes, now the season is here.
We know
This is what I've
Stephen
been
Curry
waiting
went
for.
down. Okay, Chris Paul went down. So we're gonna go around the table, and I just want to hear who the favorites are. Who you like? Who you think gonna get this championship?
I still think Golden State.
We going
Still think Golden
Personally, I
State?
still think Golden State.
Okay.
So who's gonna meet them in the Western playoffs? Though?
I'm gonna tell you what,
That's
this
tough.
series here coming up is
Who's
gonna
gonna
say
be?
a lot. That Oklahoma City
That's tough,
and
yeah.
San Antonio is gonna be
That's tonight,
that's gonna be a gritty
yeah.
series.
I know.
That's gonna be a gritty series.
Well, they
Best
say
time of year.
OKC came up short during the season, but I understand, playoffs is a different, beast, and I think they're gonna get them in the playoffs.
Think so?
But you gotta think about San Antonio and the
games, too.
experience.
Yeah.
Well,
They long in the
experience
tooth,
counts,
though.
but
They long in the tooth.
That's my point exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, you got Kawhi Leonard as kind of a young guy coming into his own right now, but everybody else around him is AARP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but just
I mean, you got a 40-year-old Tim Duncan.
Yes.
You got a
Just had a
39, 38, 37-year-old Tony
Tony
Parker.
Parker.
Yes.
And he's French.
And he can't do nothing with Westbrook, might have had. Thank you.
Right. Well, we go
this is why they added the additions of LaMarcus Aldridge,
yes.
David West.
David West is just as old as daggone
But the role that they feel is pertinent to what they do.
But this is what you
And
don't
LaMarcus is
understand.
still
Why
getting
don't you
I'm not
just
gonna-
put Greg Popovich on the court and let him play too?
LaMarcus Aldridge is 6'10", 6'11", and will not play with his back to the basket.
He's not a back
He
to the
remind me
basket
of Ibaka, which I dislike both of their games. You cannot be that big and you won't post up.
Well, first of all, if your first name is Serge,
There you go.
I got a problem with that anyway. I'm just
Well,
saying,
Marcus.
I'm hating just on the fact that his name is Serge.
But you gotta understand too, with
Okay,
LaMarcus, you can say what you want about LaMarcus, but when LaMarcus was at Portland, he was a 20-point plus average scorer.
Well, that's when he was
He's
at
a
Portland.
great
That's
face
when
to
he was
basket
at Portland.
player. But
Always.
He can't take 40 shots
Well,
with the Spurs.
let
He's
me
not
You don't
designed
have
to.
to.
Right. So
Let
he
me
won't average.
clarify
He
something.
won't
Let me
average 20
clarify
points.
something here. In no way, shape, or form am I a San Antonio fan.
Me neither.
I've been forced to watch them because they've
Because
been
it's about
successful.
purple and yellow, but since we're not going
I
nowhere.
understood. Completely understood. We'll get to that in a minute.
No, we won't.
Okay, I'm just saying, Luke Walton, he's the new coach. Thanks, Luke, for coming to the Lakers.
And
Yeah.
that's all you get. Next.
And thank you, Kobe
You
Bryant.
just wasted 2 seconds of your life by
That's
saying
all
that.
you get.
Look, and thank you, Kobe Bryant.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so as we were saying
Going
on
on.
the
Brother, talk about the paint drying on the wall. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey,
haters, man, I just
always, we can't get
I
none.
stepped into the player haters
Are we
ball.
talking about a team that's relevant this year, though?
Like who?
The teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, let's start there.
Oh, I mean, we
Okay,
there.
let's
We
finish
there.
up with the
already.
Don't put shade on my Lakers,
Finish
man.
up with the
They
Spurs.
can't be
then.
burying us like that.
Manu Ginobili, he just tell you what's.
You can win a 7-Eleven gift card when you subscribe to our YouTube page.
What's up? Like us on Facebook and add us as your friend.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
Like us on Facebook and add us as your friend.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
You like that?
With your 7-Eleven gift card, you can also get these mini powder donuts and a glass of milk and go home and chill out.
Sit him down.
No,
When
he's
is they
not.
gonna sit
When
Manu
they
Ginobili
show
down?
up, when they need to show up.
Ginobili is Ginobili. That's what it
He's been
is.
doing the same thing for 20 years. in
For
this league.
20 years.
Left hand whirling dervish,
Swallowing.
flip shots and crazy.
Falling through the lane.
I watch his
Hasn't been
hair
working.
individually fall out
One
on his
day,
ball
one
spots.
molecule at a time.
So my question,
One molecule at a time.
Really?
the question is, so you got San Antonio meeting up with Golden State, or who you got?
Well, I got, I'll
Don't get me wrong.
I'll go.
Portland is going to make them sweat.
I think it's gonna be a 4-game.
Portland is going to
me
make
say
them
this.
sweat. Because if you look at
Spurs will
the
not
4
beat
games on one.
OKC.
You don't
Let's just put it out there. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
4
Timmy
games.
Duncan can't play 40
Yeah.
minutes, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Look, you can't do it
Patrice.
no running gun. You gonna have to
where is
slow the
that
ball
thing
down.
at?
Okay,
Oh,
but what-
wait. Oh.
Where that thing at? Because he's smoking crack right now.
So this is how you don't leave any bruises. So ain't nobody got to call the cops on me. So we can do all the beating and
Okay,
don't
so
need
what
that's
no
simply
cops.
called.
So what you're saying is
Right.
Oklahoma's going to beat
The Spurs.
Spurs.
Absolutely.
7 games.
7 games.
Write this down. Write it down.
Okay.
Write it down.
So
I'm going on record. 7 games.
okay. So what about Portland and Golden State?
Well, Golden State gonna beat Portland. Damian Lillard gonna put up a value.
4 games to 1.
I think 6. I think 4-2.
I go.
I think
I go
4-2.
4-1.
I go 4-2 only because Curry is still
That's why I'm
absent.
going. That's why I'm going 4-2.
But believe me, Steve Kerr got them on all
Oh yeah,
cylinders right
yeah.
now.
He got them
They
playing.
on autopilot.
Even
You
on
know,
the defensive end, they locking people up on the defensive end, which is shocking.
Golden State is a far better team, and I realized that last game they played without Stephen Curry. These people have a team.
Yes, and that's what. And that, if you look at their
So does San Antonio because what I'm
The
finding out
talent
is
level is way different.
well, but I'm saying system wide.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain places you go into the system.
Mhm.
You maybe they're finding talent to fit that system.
Mhm.
But
Exactly.
in Golden State, I'm finding the system works.
Mhm.
In San Antonio, I'm finding the system works.
So do you agree that Steve Kerr get Coach of the Year? You agree with that?
I think so.
I do believe.
I really think so.
73-9 says enough.
Kind of hard to deny that. Kind of like
But-
81
But
points in the
this
game.
team was already good, though.
Yeah, because they were.
I'm gonna say this.
I would be willing to give that title to a team that wasn't as well.
And I agree.
That the coach brought him up.
Right, I agree
Well, what
because
team can
Steve
you
Kerr
go with?
missed a third of the season.
If
And
you-
Luke Walton stepped in
Right.
and won 34
So
games
how can you
for him.
get that to Kerr?
Well,
Well, who
because
else you gonna give it to?
he's
Who
the
else is
head man of
deserving
that
of it?
team.
Who else is deserving
The
of it?
only other coach that's deserving of it is Popovich.
Well, we're not gonna keep giving
We're not
Popovich
gonna keep
trophies
giving Pop.
and accolades every
But
year.
if the
We're
man-
not gonna keep
But the
giving
numbers
all
don't
that.
lie.
I'm just
I
straight
but
hate.
if the numbers don't
numbers
lie,
I ain't gonna
they
lie,
go
I'm
to the
just
best
straight
team.
hate. I don't like San Antonio.
Me
I
either.
lived there before.
And-
I ain't all that impressed of it.
Why don't you give it to Tyrone Lue?
Tyrone.
Well, he
Yeah,
Because
wasn't
his lips
there-
too big.
When he wasn't there the whole
He
time.
wasn't on the whole season.
Yeah.
That
So,
man
no.
can literally mop floors
Okay,
with them
wait a minute.
lips.
So Lue took
Allen
over-
Iverson. Allen Iverson
And they
made.
chat.
Listen, Allen Iverson made sure that Tyronn Lue gets no more success.
Wow,
in
did
the
he go there?
Yeah.
Allen Iverson made sure that Tyronn Lue gets no more success. AI made
Did he
sure
hit him with a
that he ain't came back from that
Wait a
yet.
minute, did he hit him with a 3-pointer just stepped over top of him?
Yes, he did.
That's what he did. That's what he
And
did.
then he looked
Yes,
at
he
him. You gonna gonna come back. You can't come back.
Actually,
That's that Tidewater shade he threw on.
Yeah, that's that Michigan. He drinking that Michigan water.
Hey, Tone.
Gave some of
They
that
back to throwing
Flint water.
back to throwing shade on us. And they throwing shade on us again, and they going back to that.
Well, it's going to keep happening.
Well, hold on. If he gave him a little Flint water, who fought us that?
Really?
That's why that was the only game they won to. That we'll say
And
that.
Tyronn Lue will never come back from that. If you say anything slick, play the clip. That's all you gotta do. Play the clip.
Well, if you're gonna play that clip, play the Mutombo. I went through bowling, but Shaq was dunking on him left and right.
Oh, well, you know. I'm just saying, Tyronn Lue, he has no leadership.
No
he,
credibility.
he has no credibility at all. Allen Iverson made sure of that. Now we can move
But
on
anyway,
from that.
back to the topic.
As a coach.
But back to the
That's
topic.
what I'm telling you, his career is finished.
He's doing
Yeah, he's doing a
His
great job.
career was open and shut situation.
Grand
Allen
opening,
Iverson
grand
did that.
closing.
That's it for him.
Michael
You look
Jordan.
at him,
Let's say
you
this.
immediately look at
Michael Jordan is on the cusp of winning his first playoff series.
Yes, he is.
As an owner.
As an owner, he's on the cusp of winning his first playoff series.
Let me say this.
Like him as an owner, though.
Can I ask you guys a
Well,
question?
what else?
You rather have him or Bob Johnson?
Bob Johnson. He's a frat brother.
Tim, can I ask you a question? Can I ask y'all a question?
That's all
And
the
this is a serious
qualifications
question,
you
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
When
I'm
you
not
see
complicated.
Tyronn Lue, when you look at him, what do you immediately reminded of?
Ashy lips.
Okay, that's actually what you
On a
reminded.
red
Well, I
man.
just remember him playing with the Wizards, that's all.
That's it.
That's it.
What you reminded of?
Cornrows too tight.
What else? What you remember?
Helped us win the series against Philadelphia.
Well, what I remember is Allen Iverson sticking the yard of meat in him. That's what I remember.
Anyway, back to relevant topics.
Right.
But you're still free to use the stick.
Please.
I think
This,
so,
this,
like-
this is the notation.
Really? But really though, I think it'd be a great accomplishment. He wins his
Yeah,
first
I'm
series.
getting
It'd be a
known for
great
these two,
accomplishment.
but I need to let
It's a
you
feather in
know.
his cap, and it makes it more marketable for somebody to come to Charlotte.
Well, you know what? I will say this. Charlotte is good for barbecue, not so good for basketball. I'm not loving like
So what
that.
you
Get
saying
you
is
a
Miami's
pulled
gonna
pork
win
sandwich with
tonight?
coleslaw on
I
it.
certainly hope so.
Tonight. It's
You were in
tonight.
South Beach recently. What did you tell them?
You know what? I went past that stadium, American Airlines Arena, and I saw an empty stadium coming up in May 1st.
Okay. All right.
I think Charlotte's going to.
So once again, you're gonna need to be tested prior to the next show.
Yeah.